Yeah, here we are with our second Supersonic Saturday session. And man, I got a treat for y'all today. Today, we are about to break down a track that ended up being something that so many people value, so many people appreciate, so many people love. And a lot of people tried to buy this joint off of us, to be honest with you. But I'm going to actually preview the track through this right here as we get ready to go into our session with this casual conversation on this Supersonic Saturday session. And we back, and that's the track that we about to get at. Now, who I have behind the scenes? The man, the myth, the legend. The man who's always behind the scenes when it comes to these beats, when I'm working on like some of my best stuff. It's not just me. It's my guy, John Jizzle. You want to tell the people what up, man? Yeah, I told y'all that man quiet. We can only hear your voice, bruh. You there?
Yeah, I'm having some little technical difficulties, man.
Some little technical
Bluetooth doesn't-
difficulties. Hey, man, ain't nothing to it. Ain't no problem. I get it. It's funny how I've been hearing this for a minute and I agree with it. Disruption always follows intention. It's the things that you are intentional about once you have been made aware of them that you find yourself being hindered from doing with ease and simplicity. It's always something, but that's all right because when you are moving in the right direction, you getting that momentum built up and whatnot, it's got to be some type of resistance. It's got to. It's a part of the process of being intentional. Intentionality is not something you just decide upon. Like, I'm going to be intentional. I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. And then everything goes smooth. Nah, intentionality says, oh, this is what you signing up for? Okay, that's a bet. Because what's about to happen is you are about to get tested on exactly what it is you said you wanted to do. And we going to see just how intentional you going to be. we going to see just how intentional you really are. And it's all good, man. So whatever technical difficulties you got, listen, I always say, man, I got your back like chiropractic. And we going to just keep this thing pushing and moving, man. So look, this is crazy. I was going through some tracks, some tracks from about a year ago, 2 years ago, in some cases 13 years ago. It's crazy. But I found this one that oh man, it's the actual track y'all just heard on that intro. So with that being said, the funny part about it is that track is one of the first beats Jizzle and I started getting our momentum back into place with. And it was actually February 1st, 2024 when it happened. And the only reason I know that is because I got the date on it. That's the only reason I know that. It's a date on it. It says first one, February 1st, 2024. And man, like, I don't even know what was going on exactly. I know we had did some other stuff, but I think we had built up the momentum in January. And then when we hit this February joint on the 1st, like, it's a whole nother level to it. It's just, I can't express how fire, like, I think we just zoned out. Do you even remember when we made this? If
Nah,
not,
man. Sometimes we just be cooking up. We just zone out sometimes.
yeah. Actually, a lot of the time we just be cooking up and zoning. It's I'm gonna actually pull this joint up, man, and let them see the screen. I'm gonna let them show a little what's behind the scenes, what's under the hood on this, because I typically do the melodies, and Jizzle, he takes off on dang near pretty much everything else. The drums, the bass, the arrange. Some of the arrangements are we typically, we work together on an arrangement piece, but Jizzle be behind most of it. It's fire. I'm gonna be like, hey man, no, you got it, and he just operates within his genius. By the way, before I even get into any of that, typically these Saturday sessions are meant for other producers to be able to submit their music, submit their beats, submit what it is that they actually have, so we can show your stuff off, so you can get some feedback on it and whatnot. And if that's something that you are interested in, I'm gonna drop the link just to make sure that you get to do exactly what it is that you came here for. If not, it's all good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this thing cracking, and man, I'm about to, like, this is about to be phenomenal, fire and crazy at the same time. But this is the actual behind the scenes. This is the track, the actual work that we did when we were doing this joint. All right, so this joint right here, I don't even know how I started. I don't know if it was the piano keys or whatever I did first. But whatever I did first, it might have been these keys, more than likely. And that's just me playing the piano. That's really about it. It was just the keys. Then somehow, some way, I ended up adding this this other piano key. It's just added that piece right there. And I just felt like it was missing something, and it was strings. Next thing you know it, you know me, just I got that bass, man. So I hit it with the in and out on them joints. Woo! Then we got, I love this synth. Is it not? There we go. Nothing too much. Just a little ear candy. I got all this other stuff muted. I probably stacked them joints. Matter of fact, I know I did. This is exactly what I did. I stacked them. I did some stuff with this bus. What's that? Oh yeah, automated. Did a little automation here. Man, put these strings on it. Put these other strings on it. As you see, we kind of went in on this a little bit. But I think what really set it off, man, were these vocal chops. These vocal chops. Here we go. that's the pretty much the base of it all. And that's how that joint started, man. That joint right there started. It started like that, and I can't help but feel like I zoned out when we were creating that. So when I had muted myself, I just left the building mentally and was focused in. And then when I unmuted, you was like, oh man. And it just we just alley ooped that joint. Just it was it was I don't want to say Jordan and Pippen because both of us was functioning as Jordan, man. So I don't know. What you think, man?
Yeah, yeah. Now that you played it, you broke it down.
Mm-hmm.
I know those keys definitely set the tone in the beginning. Uh, yeah, that set the tone. I think I started. I might have started tinkering around once you started the keys, and we probably was both rocking out, and then I think you muted and started cooking up some more. I think that's when you added the synths and the rest of the strings and stuff.
Yeah,
And yeah, then it went up from there.
man. That's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Like definitely the way you even like we gotta play the let me see. Oh, here it is. We gotta play this actual joint right here. Like the way you did what you did. Like I melodies unlocked. Got it. This is how this man did it though, y'all. This is how he did it. This is what he did. And it wasn't even nothing like extremely done, but what was done was done. Like, wasn't like could have made it longer, maybe, but that joint as it was like what you think, man? You think we could have did something else with it?
Oh yeah, your work ain't never done, man. You can always add something
Okay,
else to it, but um,
okay, okay, okay,
I think
okay,
we
okay.
captured the feel.
What do you think we could have done to it, man?
Uh, it probably could have been longer. I mean, it's art, man. Could have been longer. We could have changed it. The intro, the outro. We could have done a lot to it. But I think we got a good feeling and a good mood.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, and I think that's with any track for the most part. It's always something that could be enhanced upon, and I know it's like classic songs that somebody took the song, turned it into a sample. Well, they sampled the song and made the song sound even better than it originally did, even though that's a whole classic. So I get it, but it's just certain ones when you hear it, every time you hear it, it give you the same feel. It's like, yeah, you could, but that don't mean you should. You
Right.
could, but that don't mean you should. Oh man. What I just dropped in that actual chat, y'all, is anybody who wants to actually submit their work, submit something that you got. You want to be heard. You want to be remembered. You want to be realized. You want to be felt. You want your music to be appreciated. Send the actual track to the link I just dropped, and I'll play them joints in the order they are received. Just make sure that you ain't sending nothing that's copywritten, because I don't want to deal with the copyright strikes, fam. Like, I don't want to deal with none of that stuff. So if we can avoid any of the nonsense, we can go ahead and get to your content and let people hear what you got to offer. But other than that, bruh, man. So yeah, that joint right there is like that safe joint, man. That's what we ended up calling it. Sheesh. And the funniest part about it is, if I remember correctly, that was one of them 2% joints, ain't it? Well,
I believe so.
we
I'm
only
not.
focused on that within maybe like we got that done with about 30 minutes. Was that one of those?
Yeah, that might be why it's it might be why it's short.
That makes sense. It
But I
be the
mean,
stuff that you go ahead.
it's long enough.
Oh man, man, this one of them joints that I believe you can like add to so many different things, even movie scenes. Like if you got a trailer situation, you want to make it enhance it and whatnot. It's kind of like Kanye West Power. Like you hear that thing everywhere, and there's so many variations and versions of it. You can't. It's like you can't miss with it. I just heard just heard some Kanye West in what was it, man? It was took my kids to go see Moana 2 the other day, and I heard Kanye's song being used in one of them movies that's coming out. It might have been Minecraft. I think that's what it was. But they took that Kanye joint and you can't it's just it just keep on giving. It's the gift that just keep on giving and keep getting better and better. And it's crazy because that started with S1. S1 did
Yeah,
that. And he just that's one of the best producers out there, man. Like this man took something and it has been used over and over again. I think S1, J Rhodes, of course Kanye, and some other producers. But man, that joint was done over a decade ago, I believe. And here it is, we still listening to it. It's like Mariah Carey, the Christmas songs and albums and whatnot. Like it just don't get old. Every year is coming back around. Every single year, man. It's it's some other stuff, man. I know that we got. Like I will, if I'm brave enough, I'll find some of them, man, and we can break them down. But I think the feel we were going for, once we found that mood, I think when you heard that piano and I realized what I was doing, that arpeggiated piano that I did, I think what happened was I started thinking of that Lil Baby and Joyner Lucas, OJ and Ramen. I think that's
yeah,
what happened. And with that
yeah,
OJ
yeah.
and Ramen, or Ramen and OJ, um, when I realized these keys were like that arpeggiated feel, is I think that's how we ended up finding the vibe we wanted to stick to and move in the direction of. Am I right in my thinking?
Yeah, yeah, I remember you mentioning that song.
Yeah, I think that's where I ended up finding those the reason for putting those vocal chops in there, because I ain't I look, vocal chops, man, typically they gonna be the R&B feel joints or whatever, but I stepped out of my comfort zone with that. I think that's actually when that all started, man. The comfort zone on that on those joints. As a matter of fact, now I'm thinking about it, because of you, yo. Oh, hold on, my guy Billy in this joint. Billy, big shot, Mike. Oh man. So Billy, this guy, man, this guy is. I met. I haven't physically met him in person, but we connected through an actual coach of ours, and it was actually him being one of his actual pieces of content that was used to show us how to do something. Dude is cold. He's dope. But time goes on, and I end up like getting this feel like, hey man, you know what? Go look into Billy. I get led towards Billy. Me and Billy can communicate. Now me and Billy connect. Now me and Billy find out that we on the same page, on the same vibe, got the same values, intentions, beliefs, expectations. This man a whole father as well. I'm like, hold on, man. Where has this man been my whole life? Billy dope. It would be dope to actually get him on here, but I know he handling business. But man, it's good to see you in here, brother. For real, for real. Billy is another producer. Billy is another producer, man. This dude he's dope and he's phenomenal. He is not new to this as well. He is true to this. He's committed to it. So with the way he does what he does, I can't wait to work and collaborate. Like, I think that's gonna be a dope combo, man. Yeah, that's fire. Speaking of, man, look at this other stuff that we did though, Jizzle, because I know for sure one of them joints we did in between time, I ended up finding that 5%. That was another 2% thing we did, like 5%. Actually, it took us about 1 hour and 12 minutes. We did this right here. Hold on, that joint say 5%. Like 5% of a whole day is an hour and 12 minutes. But I feel like it took us 5% because something happened. I think one of these kids started doing something. I kept getting interrupted, man. Do you recall?
Mm, no,
Sometimes I
no, I can't.
just, you can't recall. I don't know, man, because I know like sometimes what ends up happening is this is a little secret, Jizzle. What happens is we'll be locked in and I'll be good. I'll be focused. I'll be honed in. I'll be in that thing. And then all of a sudden I hear, done. I'm like, oh, man, I got to go get one of these kids out the toilet. But the secret is that short amount of time to pull away from what was being done allows me to come back with fresh ears. So when I come back with fresh ears, it's like, oh man, I ain't even catch that. So it's like that interruption was the disruption that had to follow the intention so that we can continue forward in the invention of our actual production. That joint right there was kind of growing on me at one point because I wasn't really, I was like, it could be better. But now when I go back and I listen to it, I'm like, it could definitely be, expanded upon, but it's smooth. It's cool. It's cool. What were your thoughts on it? Do you remember it?
um,
You
it's.
got
I'm
that
trying to
thinking hat
remember
on.
making it. Yeah, I'm trying to remember thinking, making it, but it's blurry.
It's blurry.
Uh, yeah.
Question is, did I record it? Man, we got so many joints recorded. I don't even remember if that one
You
was
know,
one, but I do know we was definitely like locked in on that one. Between that one, like it's just so many joints, man. I ended up finding stuff. I'm like, we got to go back and finish this. We got a whole lot of stuff, man. But just the fact that we have created assets that are useful. For one, being able to recall and remember for our own memory's sake and purposes, but also we can provide somebody else with value sonically. Like we can literally add value to what it is that they are looking for, and it doesn't take us all day. Like we hear it, process it, break it down, and then be like, all right, what about this? Next thing you know, the same day we got something that's like is really the building blocks of the foundation if it's already been like set in place. Sometimes they be like, oh, that's it. This, but like, hold on, it's not finished yet. We still get kind of just getting started, but the ability to create something from nowhere, from nothing, like it's just like that didn't exist. Then we bring all of these pieces that existed after we created them sonically, the little MIDI notes and all that. And it turns out to be something that feels timeless. It's amazing the value, man, you can produce when you're just when you're creating in collaboration. Like I honestly feel like a lot of my best work has been done through collaboration. What are your thoughts on that, man?
I agree, man. Um, it's a lot you can learn from collabing too. Um,
Yeah.
not only from the other person, but yourself too. You'll find yourself,
Mm.
like you said, stepping out the comfort zone. Dang, I ain't never
Yeah.
done that before. If I could try this trick in another beat, you know, um, you'll
Yeah, I
find little
agree.
stuff you can take from here and there. Yeah.
Definitely agree, man. I know you done elevated my man. I used to do stuff, be like, oh man, it's all right, it's cool. Then I hear you, I'm like, oh, whoa, 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 we gotta do something, we gotta connect on that. Next thing you know it, I send you something I probably started maybe like years ago. It could be like 5 to 6 years back. Like I never finished this track. Send you the track, you like, oh man, yeah. Then next thing you know it, you done turn it's Optimus Primed at this point. It's transformed. And now this transformation has created a conversation that causes other people to pay closer attention. And all I did was give you something that you gave me back. I gave you something, you gave me something back. Now this coordination through collaboration causes conversations that literally add value. It's amazing, man. It's just like it goes full circle all the way around. And all we did was take what was in here and put it into play. Like we just literally produced it so we could press play. Like you got these loops, man, that just never get old. And then when you have, you pass on to somebody else, that turns into something like, oh, whoa, 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 what was that? What was that? You done did that plenty of times. You just scrolling through tracks that you done, put it like you started on. I'm like, hey, run that back immediately. Run that back. You run it back. Next thing you know it, we starting something, we creating something, and boom, it done turned into something phenomenal and crazy. What's another one, man? I know I'm about to play another joint that we did that. Oh, this one right here. When I was messing with them vocal chops, this right here. You know what I'm saying? I just messing with the vocals and turning to this. And that's that joint I used to actually I was promoting my master class. That's what I was doing. I was promoting a master class I had coming up, and I was about to go crazy when I was going to help these people out and all that good stuff. Joint turned out dope, turned out cool, helped, definitely got a client and all of that good stuff. But it was the music that met the momentum of the motion and everything. In the joint is called momentum. Like that joint is called momentum, and it helped create the momentum. Like once again, we created something that started a conversation that added value in the process of communication. And all we did was sit down intentionally and produce. We were just working. And it didn't even like it didn't take us a whole lot of Jimmy Neutron brain power. We just did it and had fun doing it. It's a lot of fun actually. Man, do you remember that joint right there?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. I think your favorite part was those vocal chops when I took them voices of passion from what was it, Native Instruments? No, 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 no. Complete Composers. Them joints, man. East West. There we go. East West. I took those East West vocal pieces from Voices of Passion. Didn't sound nothing like that at all. And dropped it into a sample. Next thing you know, boom, 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 boom. I did some little basic keys, and here you come with the 808s and the drums, and next thing you know, it's like, hey, it's just fire. Fire, fire. By the way, y'all, if y'all know anybody that loves to create music and probably got their music just sitting on their desktop, sitting on their hard drive, they ain't doing nothing with it, but they need to be heard. You know they deserve to be heard. You know that they are a phenomenal music creator at whatever capacity that they do it. Listen, send them this way. Because what we do is on Saturdays, we have these sessions where we go over our tracks, but the focus really is to get other people's music heard. It's to actually add value to whomever it is that is doing what they do. Maybe they need that confidence boost. And if you know anybody, if it's you, all you got to do is submit your beat or tell them about this so they can come through and submit their beat in that link in the actual chat. And what they will have is the opportunity to not only have their music heard, but observed and respected. Everybody's starting it somewhere. I remember when I first got started making beats, I didn't want nobody to hear my stuff because I just felt like everything I did was trash. I felt like it was like, nah, man, I can't let nobody hear this. Next thing you know, some people, it's funny. I used to work at General Motors. I worked at General Motors for 16 years. And when I was on the assembly line, what I did was I found myself, I was producing beats while producing trucks at the same time. Yeah. So while I was building this Cadillac, I was over here on my little MIDI controller, and I had my speaker, I had my kicker box up there. Matter of fact, I think I had the Sonys. I had myself. Listen, I really should have got fired. Like one time I thought I was about to get fired. But dude came through. He was the new superintendent. And he heard what I was doing and he seen what I was doing. He was like, he just stood there. I didn't know who he was. I just knew this dude was just standing there staring at me while I'm building trucks and making beats. Well, he came over to me. He was like, hey, is this you? I said, yeah. He said, nice. We started talking about the music and everything. He says, hey, man, keep this up. That's nice. His father is actually a musician. He travels and all of that. My team leader, when dude walks off, the superintendent that I didn't know was the new superintendent, he walks off. And then my team leader said, Jerry, you're trying to get your tail fired. I said, what you talking about? He said, bro, that's the new superintendent. You over here making music. You supposed to be focused on these trucks. What are you doing, man? I was like, I didn't know. He said, boy, I tell you. So I'm literally producing these beats while producing these trucks, these Cadillacs, these Suburbans, these Tahoes. You know what I'm saying? All But when people came by and they heard what I was doing, they observed and was like, hey, that's fire. Hey, turn that up. So in the way that it's set up, we got these assembly lines. So it's a bunch of different lines in there. So the people across the way at this other door line, they listening to the music and they over there dancing and whatnot. I got the stuff turned up and they say, hey, turn that down. Then you got others like, nah, turn that up. And I'm like, man, what is it that is going on? Why I tell y'all that? Sometimes, man, you just got to put yourself out there. You just got to present yourself and let somebody else be the deciding factor of whether they think something is, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But you never know the value that you have to offer if you never present it to somebody else. Cause I used to be like, man, this ain't no good. And then I found that I was tripping. I just got better and better. And then when I started collaborating, got better and better. And then better and better and better and better. And now it's like, shoot, man, I don't think there's anything that I've done in collaboration with anybody that was not good. So I realized, man, I am the person that gets to add value to what somebody else got going on. You know what I'm saying, Jizzle?
Yeah,
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that, man? What about you?
I agree with you, man. Um, what's that? Iron sharpens iron. Shoot, y'all make each
Eggshell.
other better, man.
Yep. Well
Come on,
said.
say much, man. A few words, man.
Yeah, I know, man. You a man of few words, but yo, you the one that let your demonstration be your explanation. And even with these beats, man, like you show, like what's another one? This joint right here.
Ooh, yeah.
Sheesh. Look, you did that off camera. You did that away from me. I sent you them. The, oh, stop. My bad. I sent you the man, the choirs, the keys, all of that, and you said I'm gonna mess with it a little bit. You turn around and send that joint to me with the guitar on it, them drums hit the way that they do, the 808, and I couldn't stop. First and foremost, I was supposed to be going to bed. But when I heard it, I couldn't go to sleep. I'm playing it out through the house, let my wife hear. She's like, wow, that's good. I'm like, man, see, that's just. But that collaboration, man. Once again, collaboration creating conversations. That joke was fire. Will you like I know you don't say much, man, but what is it that what is it that you have to hear in order for you to just know, oh, I can take off with this one? What is that for you?
That's a good question. Hmm. Dang.
You think about that a little bit?
I can't even. I can't say it's just one thing. It's I don't know, man. Because music is like moods. Um, just like whatever mood you in. Sometimes, uh, like you can hear something one day and be like, nah. You go back to it, and be like, oh yeah, that was it, and you get inspired by that. But so I guess it's a thing that's it can change up from day to day.
Mm. It's a matter of inspiration.
Yeah,
Okay. And each for you, are you saying that the inspiration comes in different forms, right? Like the mood that it provokes within you?
yeah,
That makes sense. Like I know we got this one joint that was definitely not in this high energy smooth, but the way that you moved in it, it was just like it was like ebb and flow. It was right here. Man, that joint. But that's more chill, you know. So like, is it that the mood, the feel that you get from it causes you just to ride that wave out, ride that inspiration? Is kind of like a vehicle. You hop in the whip and you just take off on that ride until you get to your destination. Is that it?
Mm, that's a good way to put it. Um, I think another thing that help me get into the creation is when we had a conversation beforehand. So the tone is already set with the conversation. By the time we sit down and before we even push that first key, we done set a tone already, and that conversation kind of carries on with the music. We still communicating, but it just sounds at this point.
Oh, so the conversation sets the intention.
Yeah.
It sets the vibe. And I never thought about that. I mean, I knew the conversation played a role, but I never thought about how the conversation sets the tone for what we end up creating. It's like, because I don't even be trying to build off the energy of the convo. I just go off of how I feel, but I never thought about how I feel is literally producing the actual sound that's causing you and I to not only create something that didn't exist, but it literally gives us something to give to others that others literally say, man, how did you do that? And it's actually because of the conversation. The conversation went from communication with words to communication with musical sounds. That is crazy because technically the voice is an instrument anyways. So it just went from a solo instrument to a multiplicity of instruments. And those instruments literally produce the actual sound that people love. That's crazy. I never knew that, Jizzle. We've been collaborating for years, and I didn't know that it's the conversation that plays the biggest role in the collaboration. Oh man, look, that'll preach. that it's funny because I should have known. You sent me this joint one time, and it was the file said keys to what? And
Mm,
I don't even know. No. You were having a conversation with your lady, and the way that it happened, it was like it wasn't the most friendliest scenario. But you said keys to what? And when you said keys to what, it was like, man, what you tripping for? Like, no. You sent these files. That conversation led to this. So I send this back to you, and you like, man, how did you do that? I said it was based on the conversation because it was back and forth, push and pull. You know, her energy, your energy. It was literally the conversation that led to this creation. Here you go, right here.
yeah.
Because it started out real, like everything smooth. It's like an intro to a movie. It's like everything is all good. Everything is smooth. Everybody is living their best life or whatever life they're living. And then next thing you know it, here comes somebody with something to interrupt it. You're like, okay. You saying one thing to her or she saying one thing to you. Then you turn around and you know what I'm saying? Put your point on your statement. And then she come back with her piece. It's like, okay, well, I hear that. But what about this? You like, hold on, what you mean? And then it kind of goes, it's like, Now she done elevated her voice. And you like, here we go. And then you like, now you can't get a word in. All that came from me hearing y'all converse. And then I'm creating this joint right here. The tempo done changed. The octave, the transition, and all of this. Transposing and all of that. Then it's like, okay, look. We all right. We good. Conversation going good. We finally getting to a point. We got an understanding. Nope. It's like, and that joint is called Keys to What? It's crazy because I never thought that the conversation was the biggest major piece to the to the creation, like the composition and the collaboration that we did. I did not ever put those two together, bro. I'm glad I asked that question, man.
Yeah. And you got the sensu bean.
Oh, that Sensu B. Hold on. That's another joint. How did we do that? How did that joint come about? Do you remember?
I think I think we're just reconnected, and
Oh, hold
I
on.
know it was a good conversation. Like we was trading good news, like
Yeah,
stuff we've been going through, uh, and that carried on into the beat. It's like a good feeling, like a boost of energy.
man. Oh, snap. We got another caller. Hold on. You got my guy Billy in this thing, man. Hold on. I think Billy, you good to come on screen? Thumbs up.
Boom.
Hey,
What's
we
up, brother?
got Billy in the building. What a whore is that?
What's going on, my brother?
Man, outstanding and improving, even when I don't feel like it. And that's a day to day.
That's a day-to-day thing.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna actually find this track because I that sensu bean that you talking that Jizzle talking about,
Right.
that joint so fire. I got it
All
tucked
right.
away, man. Yeah, man. Hey, Billy, man, introduce yourself, man. I done introduced you slightly already, but please put some respect on your name even more so, man.
All right. So, what's up, everyone? This is Billy here from Big Shot Beats, tuning in live from Toronto in Canada. Music producer for 20 plus years, serving the artist community to help them make, mix, and market better music online. And for me, it was always, chasing the majors in the beginning, but then I shifted because I said, why don't I actually work with up and coming artists so that we can create something amazing for the music industry and then have the majors chase us instead of the other way around. So, this is basically where it's at for me. I geek out into marketing a whole lot. By the way, I see that my camera is like a little bit laggy for some reason. But anyways, we're going to keep moving forward as long as the audio is good. And yeah, in a nutshell, this is who Billy Big Shot Beats is. So lately we've been expanding on the soulful gospel hip hop lane, and just introducing a lot of the orchestral and soulful sound to the online space. And if we have a little bit of time, man, we might showcase some of my latest work so that you can take a good listen of what's been going on my side.
Don't threaten me with a good time, Billy. Don't threaten me with a good time. Don't you threaten me with no good time, man.
For real, brother.
So what you can do
Osborne.
is you can upload whatever it is to the
Okay.
link that I dropped in that actual chat. Do you need
Oh,
me to
okay,
drop
gotcha.
that link again?
All right, yeah. So let me see. Let me go to the chat. Yeah, drop it again. Drop it again.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, drop it again. And I'll just quickly upload and then we should be good to go. Yeah, I don't know why my camera's moving slow today. Let me see.
And here we go, dropping that link again. Boom. Link drop. And while you go to that, I'm gonna actually play this joint, this Sensu Bean, man. I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. Like huge
Dope.
DBZ fan growing up. So when we created this, it was like, man, it gave so much energy. It felt like you took a Sensu Bean after you listened to it. Here you go.
Dope.
Hey, Jizzle, you did this, man.
That's hard.
Yeah, man. I still feel like I took a sensu bean after listening to that.
Dope, dope. All right, let's see. Download it once I see it. Okay, cool. Yeah, the files are uploading, so we should get that in a couple
It's uploading.
seconds.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll get a notification when it comes through, man.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
man, I appreciate having you on here, man. I didn't think. Oh,
Yeah, I
there you go. I
appreciate you
didn't think you was
inviting
gonna
me.
be available. With daddy duties, man.
I know, it's all good, man. Took care of what I need to take care of, and then yeah, I ended up making it here. So awesome! I appreciate you inviting me, brother. Some
No
great
more.
things are ahead.
Absolutely. Okay, let's see here. We got the first joint by Billy.
So Lord Save Us should be the first one that
Yep.
you should press play on.
Here we go with Lord Save Us. Let's see what Billy got. Big shot.
Yes, sir. Mm, you feel that? You feel that?
Let's go!
The Holy Spirit is all over this, brother. Mm, mm, mm.
I can hear Tommy Prophet all day,
Right.
but this Billy Big Shot though.
That's a big shot. Me, my brother. I gotta come through. Big shot.
With a big B.
Big beat.
Ah, yeah. Eesh. move my Bibles out the way. Bad boy go get me the preaching. Hey. Ooh. Oh yeah, Billy. Yep.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yep. First and foremost.
I
First
appreciate
and
it. I appreciate
foremost.
it.
Let's
All on
go,
it. Let's
bro.
go.
So the transitions that you used,
That's
oh my goodness. Then the way that you introduced that, man, hold on, because I can go all day. Jizzle, man, what's your thoughts? You the man of few words, so it's about to be a conspectus. It's about to be summarized and simplified, but man, what's your thoughts, man?
That was hard, man. I like it. I like how it started out. You don't know where it was going. Them drums
yeah.
come in and they slap the mess out of you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard.
It's one of those.
Yeah. What were your thoughts when you were making that, Billy? Well, like, what was the actual thought process? Is it something that you just created, you sat down and you
So
did it, or is it like, nah, there was actually like a prompt, or just like, how did it come about?
So basically, I heard the vocals through the community that I'm in, and
Mm-hmm.
then it's just community of singers that basically put kind of like packs or like samples together that can be used on exclusively on beats and stuff like that. And as soon as I heard the voice, it immediately gave me the goosebumps. I'm like, that's it. Like I was like, whoa, no, I need to. Yeah, this is it. And then I just went and create around that. You know what I mean? And then in the beginning, I said it should have a way to like bring the people in, and once they're in, you latched in, like you locked in for what's to come, and then boom, you switch it up to the higher energy, and you take the listeners on a ride, basically. You know, it's that Holy
Tough.
Spirit download down right there. You feel
Yeah,
me?
man.
So yeah,
Even while I was listening, it's stuff that was not in there. I was hearing it like that need to be right there. I can hear
you're right,
sprinkles of piano, like just little sprinkles, not no not chords though, but just
right.
like I could just hear it, and it's just like, man, this is yeah, it definitely pulls you in and it keeps you there.
So I think John DeB said, "What's the goosebump word in French again? C'est frisson,
It's frisson.
frisson." You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Frisson, man.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
frisson. That right
frisson.
there is when you get that goosebump, hairs raising on your actual arms.
Yeah,
That like, whoa, what is this?
yeah,
It's got you, but it feels good.
gotcha.
It feels good though.
Exactly. That's what happened right off the bat. As soon as I heard those vocals, I was like, "Man, this is a rap. This is a rap." Woo.
The fact that this man knew the word to even ask about that goosebump, yeah, frisson, man. And
Yeah,
Billy speaks French, man. So whenever I
great.
actually was trying to express to him what I was saying, he said, "Oh, man, that's French. You talk."
Yeah, yeah.
He knew what I was talking about. That's why this is called Supersonic Saturday Sessions, because technically speaking, with supersonic, it means faster than the speed of sound by definition. Well, whenever there are sound waves that are going through specific mediums, whether it be the air, water, or anything that is solid like wood or metal, believe it or not, sound travels faster through things that are more dense. So the speed of sound in the body is dang near supersonic when it comes to the nerves being like the impulse responses. There we go. So the electric
Wow.
impulse responses that are taking place go so fast that it would seemingly be supersonic. So when you hear something that causes you to feel a certain type of way, it moves so quickly, so fast, it's faster than the speed of sound. So when it moves you and all you did was hear it, it affected the way that you are thinking and feeling, no matter where you were at. So whenever we're talking about supersonic, when I'm speaking on it, I'm talking about the way that sound makes you feel and move, even when it comes down to the words that come out of somebody's mouth, for the better or for the worse. That was fire, man.
I appreciate it, brother. Dope.
Let's get to this next one, man. Let's get to this next one. All right, so
Be sovereign,
Sovereign Lord.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh my goodness. How dare you? How dare you, Billy?
I came to
How
I came
dare
to bless.
you?
I came to
What?
bless the session with the Sonics, bro. I had to come bless the session, man.
Talk about the Supersonic Saturday session.
Yo, I love
Yo,
brass. I love brass, and when the brass came on that track, after I put the organs on there, it was a wrap, bro. It was just a wrap.
man.
It was just a
What
wrap.
what plugin did you use for that brass though?
So I have one that's called the uh, it's one by Studio Link. It's called Brass XL, I believe. So I add some layers to it so that I can make it sound like bigger and more grandiose. But yeah, Brass XL from Studio Link, a whole plugin that I have for like brass, it works. It just works.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Brass XL,
Feel
bro.
me?
That's why I was like, hold on.
Yeah,
Like, cause I was hearing it though. I'm like, this is this is an intentional brass that he used right here. This is not
yeah.
It's not an incidental. Um,
Yeah,
and the reason I
I
know
have
it
to
because
bring
it,
like that. Yeah,
yeah, it just it fit. So typically, whenever I'm doing brass, it's either going to be from East West
yeah.
or Spitfire.
Spitfire. Okay, dope. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But them you got man, the sound junkie, like that all that, bro. Yeah, man. That right there. Yeah, bro.
yeah.
You know you ain't new to this. You true to this.
definitely, definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely
What
not
were you what was your
new.
what was your process with actually creating that though? Like you like what was there an intention behind it?
So for me, it's all in the moment, right? I didn't have an intention per se, but
Hmm.
then it just kind of came to me as I was creating, right? And it was off
Hmm.
of the vocals, like the vocal run that I had as well. You know what I mean? Through like kind of like the same source that it was coming from, right?
Yeah.
So when I heard the melody, like it kind of just came to my head, like even like the organ way, and then I knew that I was gonna create a buildup that would lead to the verse part of it, right? So it just yeah, it's just a download, man. When these downloads come, it just flows, you know.
Man.
So sometimes it's hard to
Man.
explain.
Yeah. That joint. It what got me was when I heard the sample, I'm like, oh, they got some. Either this is extended or they just going with these vocals, right? Because it was like that one the voice joint with R. Kelly when with I Believe I Can Fly, and it was
Right.
just going and
Yeah.
going and going and going
Go
and going
on.
and
Yeah.
going and going. It's
Go
like,
on.
bro, what in the
Go into
world is who is?
vibrato. Yeah.
That's how that was. So when I heard
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
You
either
see the
this is
good
extended
jump.
or that's just what it is.
Yeah. So it worked. It worked. I was gonna cut it somehow, but I just kind of let it run. And I was like, yo, that actually fits, and then I can just make it start again at the other A bar that comes in.
Yeah,
And it fits.
fire, fire.
Thank
When
you.
you
Thank
create
you,
though,
brother.
are you a person who has their typical? They always start a certain type of way, or does it just depend on what sound you actually got inspired by the most?
Yeah, sometimes it depends. I remember back in the early days, I would always start with the drums, right? But it after a couple of years, it's always based off the feel that the melody would give me. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I think my camera went off right there. I don't know what happened to my camera.
Oh, your camera definitely gone, but I can hear you. And
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
I
want to
don't know
play
what
this
happened,
next joint without you.
but yeah, I'm still here though. I just don't know why the camera will blink. But yeah, so I would start with the melody most of the time, and then I just make everything blend in harmony, right? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then from there, just the drum elements come together after that, right?
Okay. Okay. Well, man, let's see what this next one sound like. I'm gonna let you figure your camera out. But let's see what this next joint sound like. This next joint is called The Gospel. Billy
The gospel.
Big Shots. Here we go. Whew!
Yeah.
Oh, that bass. Sheesh.
Rolls on that. Oh,
Sheesh. So good, so good. Ooh.
The mix on that bass is coming nice.
Mm. Mm. Ooh-wee. Oh man, man, man! I wish your camera wasn't acting up. Call it
Yeah,
a joint.
I don't know why the camera's acting up, but
Oh,
hey,
oh!
there
Is
must
he?
be a
Oh
reason for
no,
that.
he gone.
There must be
Oh,
a
but I
reason for
can hear
that.
you
But yeah,
definitely,
I'm still
man.
here though. I'm still here.
Golly,
Yeah,
golly.
definitely.
There you go. It's still frozen, but bruh, like, yeah, this is man. Hey,
You
Jizzle,
got it.
man. What are your thoughts, man? How you feel?
Nah, he's smashing, man.
I
He's
appreciate it. I
smashing.
appreciate it. But
And you from Canada?
yeah, I'm in Toronto, Canada. Yeah.
Shit, yeah, yeah, you are.
Yes, sir.
It kind of just seemed like, oh yeah, that makes sense because of 40 and Drake and Boy Wonder. It's like, he from Toronto. Okay, cool. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, but that ain't got nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with that. Although I know those guys. You know, what I mean, we met and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I've been building my sound in my lane for a while. For a while. You know. Yeah,
Whew.
man.
I love it, man,
I
man, man.
appreciate it,
I
brother.
love it, bro. Like
More to come.
this is the craziest part about it is I remember when we first met Jizzle when it was with Brandon Rico, and we would submit our beats and all that stuff, and he hear him and react, and he was like, "Bro, what? Hey, like, nah, man, you are not an amateur." And me, I felt like I was like, I do it, but it's like, nah, bro, you have no business at all thinking that you. So we got better and better and better, and then
Yeah.
when you and I connected and collab, Jizzle, it just got better and better and better. Now I'm hearing Billy. I'm like, Billy, you are pushing me sonically to get better and better and better because I'm hearing stuff. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's heck yeah. Ooh, like that bass was so funky. That's that
Oh
West
yeah.
Coast that
That
that joint.
and I always enjoy the West Coast vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to the sound that comes from the West Coast. It always moves me, and yeah, I had to put that in. I had to put that little funky in that. You know what I mean? Like just to switch it up a little bit. You know?
Yeah. Remind me of Mike
Yeah,
and Keys, that bass, the Mike and
yeah, yeah,
Keys.
yeah, yeah.
But man, that joint was so fire. I like I am genuinely grateful to actually like have you bless this session with your phenomenal compositions, man.
I
I
appreciate
don't
it, brother.
I don't have nothing negative whatsoever. I wouldn't have nothing negative to say, no way. Only constructive. I
I
will
appreciate
play
it.
this though. Cause like when you made mention of the cinematics aspect of what you're doing, it
Mhm.
made me think about how that is typically, like, if I'm not working with Jizzle, typically my sound is going to be cinematic, like
Right.
every
Yeah.
every every single time for the most part.
Yeah.
So there's this joint I wanna I want you to hear because I put it out there as an alley oop, like I was trying to get an
Okay.
alley
Yeah.
oop, but then whenever the other producers heard it, they were like, "Bro, ain't no alley oop in that. It's done." What you mean? No, it's not done. I need y'all. They're like, "No, no, 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 no. We ain't
Yeah.
touching that." I want to hear. I want you. I want to get some feedback from you on what you think about this. This joint is literally called Sketch Alley Oop. It did nobody want to oop it. They were like, "Nah, bro,
Right.
you
Okay.
did that." Here it go
You,
right
you
here.
your thing on that. Oof. Yeah. Oof. Hmm. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
notice no
That was so
drums or nothing.
godly, man. That didn't need no drum, bro. You have to let it breathe. Yo, that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's it. That's it, bro. That was so godly, bro. Wow.
Appreciate it, man. That's the
Wow.
thing. They're
Yeah,
like, bro, we not touching that. We not
that's
touching that.
yeah, nah, you don't need to, like, I could actually see like the movie scene with that music like right in the background. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like something like, you know, somebody that just conquered their legacy and then they're just walking with their family and they just have their hand together and they're looking up to the sky. Woo! I can just see the movie scene for that joint, bro. Woo! Oh man,
That's
amazing, brother.
dope.
We definitely align. We definitely, yeah, man. That's it. That's it right there. Yeah.
Man, appreciate it. Well, looks like it's undefeated. That just like, hey man, ain't nobody touching that. It's done.
Ain't
Leave it
nobody
alone.
touching that. Is That's it. That's it. That's
That's
it.
2 points, man.
What'd you
That
say,
ball went
Yeah,
Jizzle?
like
in.
if there's anything that you could add to that is like those big cinematic drums, like but just like a couple hits. You see what I'm saying towards the end. But even like it doesn't even need that. But like if you were to add something, that's the only thing I would add with maybe like a crash cymbal or something, just to like sting end it. But that's like pushing it. Other than that, man, that's it, man. There ain't no alley oop on that. Done. I agree.
Oh, appreciate it. What'd you say, Jizzle?
I said that's 2 points, man. You threw that ball up, it went in.
It went in, man. Didn't even need nobody. Somebody was about to go up, but they didn't go.
That's
Nice
what's
work.
up.
Nice work,
Hey,
man. That's
this has been a fire session, man. Having Billy on here, man. Having Jizzle on
boom.
here, and then me trying to, I guess, alley oop the unoopable because it was already in there. Oh man, this has been fire. However, fellas, it is the time. Top of this, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get to the familia, and I'm looking forward to the next one, bro. Cause this
Oh yeah.
this this right here, man, this is just the beginning, and it's not just for the actual live stream aspect. It's the collaboration, conversations, and connections that's gonna be actually made because of this. Cause this right here, Billy came through with the boom boom boom. Like, listen, let's tear it down. The walls
That's
came
it.
down, and I
Let's
tried to pull
bless it.
something out. But like, hey, what about this? We're like, nope, it's still the same. Leave it alone. Like, okay, yeah, I got it, got it, got it. But this
Nice
is
to meet you,
fire.
Jizzle.
Hey, you too, man.
Yes,
But we
sir.
definitely got to put some work in.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gonna have to set something up on that collaboration. Because the way to do it as well is so simple. Me and Jizzle been using this joint, man, called Pedal for years now. So
Okay, great.
we'll collab, man. This is fire. But let me get to the fam.
Definitely.
I think we about to go to the library now.
Same here.
Gotta take some
Thanks for
books back and get
inviting
some
me,
other
brother.
ones.
We stay tapped in, man. Thanks for inviting me, brother.
Hey, my
Yeah.
pleasure, man. Glad to have you here. Thank you. Y'all take care. Hey, until next Saturday, y'all stay focused. And this has been another Supersonic Saturday session. Much love.
God bless.